It's time. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day one of this Forex trading. My name is actually Godspar Ejakebe. I'm a life coach and I'm also a Forex trader. To the glory of God, I have been doing this for so many years. And we have trained a lot of people from this academy, a life trading academy, and we have a YouTube channel, which I implore everyone that after this training, in which I'll drop the link for you to watch this program. Please subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to that channel. I repeat, subscribe, because sometimes, and you can as well click on notification bell, sometimes I drop some videos which could be useful to everyone. Welcome you all one more time. For those that are watching, welcome. For those that are still going to attend to the recorded version, I appreciate you. For those that will read the PDF, I appreciate all of you. What do we have for today? Let me show you what you have for today. Just a minute. This is what we have for today. Today, we'll be looking at introduction to Forex trading, exchange rates, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. We'll also look into sentimental analysis. Then we'll also look into pips, lots, leverage, brokers, platforms and charting softwares, types of traders. We'll also look into the 3, MetaTrader 4 and 5, Android and desktop version. We'll also look into how to use MetaTrader 4. We'll now dive into how to open trades using MetaTrader 4. That will go on to day 3. Day 4, which is on Thursday, we'll look into theory of support and resistance. I will do a practical class that day on support and resistance. Day 5, which is the last day, we'll look into how to manage our trades, how to make use of the use of my FX book, investing.com, Forex Factory, Trading View. We'll look into all these things. But let's start with today's activity. Like I said, you have an idea of Forex. You don't have an idea of Forex, there's no crime. If you have an idea of Forex, you can have an additional knowledge to it. If you have no idea, welcome. This place is for you because you are going to be starting from the scratch. We are going to be starting from the scratch. Let's now start. What's Forex? Forex is the largest financial market where currencies are bought, sold, and exchanged for one another. Unlike, example, the stock market, it has no centralized exchange and transactions are performed over the counter. That is, participants trade with one another through a worldwide network of banks, brokers, and other financial institutes. Class, Forex is actually traded from Mondays to Fridays. And the amount that is actually traded in the Forex market is $5 to $5.2 trillion. What that means is I'm not saying that everybody will make $5 trillion. What I'm saying is that amount is dropped in the market for you and I to benefit from. Probably in a day, I might make $2. In another day, you might make $10. How you doing? So these are the reasons, or this is the amount dropped daily in the Forex market. Now, what sections are we looking at? What time zones are we looking at in this business? We're looking at the London, New York, Tokyo, Zurich, Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Singapore, Paris, and Sydney, so on and so forth. So all these sections are exactly what we look at in Forex. All these things are what we look at in Forex. What time zone are we looking at in Forex? We are looking at Asia, Europe. We're also looking at what? America. The sections that actually traded mostly They are the European sections. America, of course, you know, America is the USD, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Europe, you have what they call this, CHF, Swiss franc. You have Frankfurt, German 30, a lot of them. Are you with me? Asia, JPYs, Singaporean dollars. These ones are also traded in Forex. Have you sat down and asked yourself, what exactly do you do in the Forex market? What do you do in the Forex market? In the Forex market, you either buy or you sell. I repeat, in the Forex market, you either buy or you sell. When you buy in the Forex market, let's say probably you buy what they call it, you buy a currency pair, you can also sell that currency pair. If you look at these two animals, one is the bull, while the other one is the bear. The bull is the one that goes with an indication of buy, and the bear goes with the indication of sell. Who trades Forex? Who trade Forex? The central banks trade Forex, commercial banks trade Forex. Then we have the multinational corporations, then the individual investors. The central banks, example of central banks are European central banks, Bank of Nigeria, Bank of England, Bank of Canada, so on and so forth. These banks, they trade Forex. Now, the subordinates that trade Forex are EcoBank, Keystone Bank. You see all those banks you and I will use probably to save money and all of that. These are the subordinate banks that trade Forex. But national corporations, these can be firms that will say, okay, Mr. Adebayo, bring 500,000 naira, we'll help you trade. You make 25% daily. I trade for people, but I don't just trade for people. I don't just sit down and trade for people. I know the kind of people I trade for. Number one, because personally myself, I don't have time to trade for people. So I like to trade for very few people, which I can concentrate on. And I know that at the end of the day, I would what they call it, I would trade for them properly. Individual investors. These are you and I that we know that how much do we even have in the Forex market? The amount we have in the Forex market is very small. So because of this amount we have in this market, we try to trade to see how we can boost this money. So these are the individual investors. Now, I prepared a flow chart. Welcome, Mr. Undu Chuku Ebuka. Welcome, sir. I prepared a flow chart.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Now, that flow chart is a constituent of central banks, major banks, market makers, ECN brokers, and even retail traders. The central banks are exactly what I listed previously. Bank of America, Bank of Japan, so on and so forth. Now, major banks are those subordinate banks. Those ones I listed, which are EcoBank, Zenith, so on and so forth. Market makers are brokers. These are brokers. And retail traders are those individual investors. Are you with me? You and I, we know that how much we have in the Forex market, but we trade one way or the other. Now, let's talk about currency. Currency is a fiat spent by any country. I repeat, currency is a fiat spent by any country. I mean fiat, F-I-A-T. Now, currency in the Forex market is of two parts. The base currency and the quote currency. I repeat, currency in the Forex market is of two parts. The base currency and the quote currency. Now, the base currency is the first listed currency, and the quote currency is the second listed currency. Now, if you look at my screen, we have several currency pairs. You know, when you compare left, right, and right shoe together, that makes a pair. So a pair is the combination of a base currency and a quote currency. Now look at the first currency pair, Euro USD. Euro is the base, while USD is the quote. Look at the next one, GBP AUD. GBP is the base, while AUD is the what? The quote. XAU UXD. XAU is the base, while USD is the quote. Let's go to the next one. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. This just popped up now. Let me see this. The next one is exchange rate. Exchange rate is the rate at which one country's currency will be exchanged for another. It is also regarded as the value of one country's currency in relation to another. When we believe one country's currency will rise against another currency, we buy the strong one and we sell the weak currency. Look at what is happening in Russia and Ukraine. Somehow, what is happening in Russia and Ukraine will definitely affect the forex markets. There was somebody who wanted to trade because I have a signal group. So the person was trying to say, this Russia and Ukraine situation, is it going to affect the market? I said, well, it depends on your fundamental analysis and your technical analysis. I always tell people something. It is not compulsory you trade every day. If, for instance, Monday is bad, there's no point entering the market. Like many of my students, they noticed that Monday was bad. They didn't even bother to enter the market. So if you now notice that Tuesday is good, the profit you could have probably made on Monday, you can double it up on Tuesday. In that way, you have not lost for your expectations. You know, I tell my students something. I've trained a lot of people, like I said previously. I always tell them something that whenever you are trading, have a target. If somebody is trading with $100 account, you can probably target $10 every day. $10 every day is not bad. I mean, $10 every day is like 5,000. You get it. So that is the advantage of Forex. You can have your targets. So whenever a country's economy is good, the country flourishes. That's why America will always dominate the Forex market. It is so rare. I'm not saying there can be disasters in America, but it's so rare that you see terrible conditions that will bring down America, except for what brought down America, and that was COVID. COVID brought down everything in the world. Even at that, people are still trading and profits were still being made. Thank you. The next one is, before I go to exchange rates, I want to quickly do something on my screen. Let's go to Google. Let me just type exchange rate for GBP USD. Exchange rate for GBP USD. Exchange rate for GBP USD. Can you see? The exchange rate for GBP USD is 1.31 United States dollars. Is 1.31 United States dollars. So what that means is, if I go to, let's open Google on another chart. Let's type GBP to Naira. Let's type GBP to Naira. GBP to Naira is 545.57. What it means is Great Britain pounds to Naira is 545.57. Let me also open another tab and type USD to Naira. USD to Naira. USD to Naira is 415.777. Let's do a short mathematics class. I'm sure everybody can still see my screen.
Yes.
Hello, can you see my calculator, everybody? Can you see my calculator? I just placed a calculator now on my screen. Can you see it?
It's not clear. It's dark there.
Oh, you can't see. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll do something else. Madam Faith, welcome, ma'am. Welcome. So coming back to my screen, look at this. This is GPP 545.57, and the other one is what? 415. Now let's just type calculator here. Look at it. If I have 5.545.57, I paste it here. Divided by what? Divided by what? The other one is what? 415.777. 415. 415.777. Excuse me. Just do the mathematics of this. Can you see that this value is exactly the exchange rate we checked on previously? Hello, class. Hello, who can see this? If you can see this, testify, please. Can you see that this value is similar to what you got previously? Hello, who can see this?
Yes, I can see
Can
it.
you see that is the same? So that is how people do a short calculation on exchange rate. That is how people do what? A short calculation on exchange rate traces. So once that is gotten, then they know that, of course, that is the right exchange rate. For those that are just coming, welcome. Welcome, Mr. Said. Welcome, sir. The next thing I'd like to talk about here is fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency prices. I'll quickly say some things. Whatever crisis is happening in any country can really affect the forex market. But I have a secret. If you are wise on trading fundamental analysis and technical analysis, you can make bastard money. Today, I made profits despite the crisis happening. Today, I made profits. Are you with me? So fundamental analysis is just a way at which people review the forex market and they can predict that this is the situation happening in the forex market. Are you with me? They will predict that this is the situation happening in the forex market. Now, put this in mind. The better shape a country's economy is, the more foreign businesses and investors will invest in that country. I said something previously. America is a blessed country. America is a blessed country, such that you barely see some terrible things happening. That is why USD will always be strengthened. Mr. Said, welcome, sir. Some people are really having network problems here. That's why USD is always strengthened. Let's proceed. Technical analysis is the study of price pattern. It's a way at which many people identify patterns in the market with drawing tools. These drawing tools are horizontal lines, Fibonacci levels, so on and so forth. Are you with me? So all of these tools are exactly the tools we use for technical analysis. Don't worry. I will teach you technical analysis. The only thing I need you to do is just for you to be consistent. Madam Bumi, welcome, ma. Mr. Said, welcome, sir. It's just for you to be what? To be consistent. If you are consistent with this training, I will explain deeper things on technical analysis. Sentimental analysis is when a trader predicts whether he should buy a trade or he should sell a trade. Sentimental analysis is when a trader predicts a forex market with other people's results. A very good example of what I'm saying is this. While I was making my research, I had to screenshot something online. Look at it. These are people's predictions. Should I go on a buy? Should I go on a sell? If you look at what they did here, they showed you something like net long. and net short. Net long was an indication that the bullish market had advantages compared to what? To the bearish market. Thank you very much, class. I want to quickly say something. For those that just came, let me say this. I am recording this class. So I will drop a recorded version before 9 o'clock today. I will drop the recorded version of this class before 9 o'clock today and the PDF. But please do me a favor. Please subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell. Why do you need to do these things? So that when I drop some videos aside from this class, you always get some useful information that are helpful in this business. Like I said previously, I think I started this class with Mr. Toyin. Welcome to other members. I just want to say this quickly. If you have no idea about Forex, don't feel bad. I have started from the scratch. From the scratch, you'll get to the topmost part that will be so useful for you. I promise you. From the scratch, you will really understand. You know, another thing I want to say. Forex is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I used to see some YouTube videos. Some people will say, use $5 to make $200. Hello? I'm not saying that those things are not possible. But the possibility of those things is just 2 over 100. Please. Number 2, I'm a YouTuber. Many people always use some funny thumbnails so that they can get views and they will get a great RPM. Are you with me? Please, I beg you, don't follow those things. I am not a scammer. I'm not here to teach you rubbish. If you follow my training, I can beat my chest that you trade with your ends. Some people always think that Forex has to do with mathematics. No. Yes, I'm a mathematician. I study mechanical engineering. So in fact, my master's is on software engineering. And I know what the mathematics rate, what it entails. I'm designing a robot, good, which I know. But what I am training you, with the profit you'll be making, you don't really need all those things. It is a simple way of analyzing charts. Bare looking at it, you know how to analyze charts, how to enter. Do you know that today, as I speak, I never trade with my laptop. I only trade with my phone. And to the glory of God, the success rate is so high. I trade with my phone. Are you with me? So please, my motto is, you must be patient in the Forex market and you should never be greedy. You must be patient in the Forex market and you should never be greedy. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you for coming. It is not easy. Despite the busy day, the traffic and all of that, you took your time to come for this class. I appreciate you. It could have been more frustrating if nobody attended this training. But for you attending this training, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Don't forget, the training continues tomorrow, exactly 8 p.m. Please, I need you all to be present in tomorrow's training. I have my reasons. Tomorrow, I will teach you how to calculate pips, lots, leverage. I'll talk about good brokers you should register with. I will talk about a lot of things, trading platforms, trading view. I will talk about, there are so many things I'll talk about tomorrow. Please don't miss tomorrow's class for anything. And I want to beg all of us that came today, let us try to attend the class exactly 8 p.m. Because once I connect to that class tomorrow, I will give everybody 8:05 as the maximum time. Once it is 8:05, I'm starting the class. Because waiting for you will probably delay the class. Thank you so much. Is there any question before I go, please? Is there any question before I go? Is there any question before I go, class? Is there any question before I go? Okay, if you know you're a very shy person, you want to drop on the message box, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, no problem. Probably Mr. Olajide might not want everybody to know that you want to ask such a question. You can just drop your question on the message. I'll respond to it. If you okay, I think I have a message here.
Teacher, we are following up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, Madam Bumi. Okay, Mr. Toyin wants to say something. Okay.
No, I do not have question.
Okay.
I
Hello, can you
understand
hear me?
very well.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Said, good evening. I'm hearing you.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, sir.
I will
I need this class very much. Could you believe that today I blew almost $700?
Wow. Today. Wow.
Sincerely speaking, as a
Wow.
result of negligence, could you believe I just slept? All I slept it wasn't more than 30 to 1 hour. And before I
Wow.
knew it, I discovered something of $700 remain almost 100 and is it 112?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
How
Thank
Before I
manage?
knew everything just
God. Thank God you are in this class. Thank God you have started this
someone
training.
is asking me how manage. Can you check
Yes.
my account? I can even show you my account if you want to check
No, I'm
it.
not
The
saying
person
you
is
are
asking me
lying.
how much.
Mm,
I'm not saying you are lying.
okay. Number one, Mr. Said. There
Mm,
are reasons why somebody can have a blown account. Number one is either, I don't know if you did any of these things, but I just want to tell you how someone will have a blown account. Number one is either you use a very high lot size. Number one. Number two, it's either you traded without a lot size. Another one, it could be that probably, sir, probably, maybe you didn't use the right indicators or you did not do a proper technical analysis before entering the market. Number four, probably you are.
line.
Friend.
So my thought now is that it will now come to it is now at the set that it will come to
Hello, class.
selling.
Sorry, I'm
Mm-hmm.
back.
Hello.
I'm sorry. In fact, my network flew off.
What I see?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. My network flew off. I
Yes,
had
sir.
to look for a good position for my spectrum so that I can connect back because this, what I was saying is something very important. I've listed
Okay.
4 things already or 3 things. Another condition, probably you had several open positions.
Exactly.
Condition number 5, probably, sir, you traded
Yes, sir.
currency pairs with high volatilities. That is why you need to be in this class.
Mm.
Hello, sir. Mr. Said,
Yes, I'm hearing you.
which of
Yes, sir.
them did you do? Say the truth.
I open many position.
You
That
see,
said,
you
I
see,
open many position.
you see,
I think that is the genesis.
you
I think that is
see,
the genesis.
you see.
Because my thought is that I've been reading, I've been studying the chart movement. You understand? For
Yes.
a while, that chart it hardly break a particular line. So I was
Okay.
studying that it has break the line for a while. That after some few moments, it will now come to the extent of selling. You understand?
Yes.
And now play,
Yes.
and now play the trade that selling will be the next. All of a
Okay.
sudden, I now slept off. I just slept off for about
Ah,
let's say 30 to 40 minutes before
Yeah.
I wake up to said I should check the
Everything
trade that
has gone.
how far did everything has gone.
Okay.
Everything has gone.
Sorry
All that
about
remained
that.
was just little something.
did you make use of a stop loss?
Did you use a stop loss?
Did you
Eh,
make
this
use of stop?
I used stop loss, but the stop loss I used was very
Far,
low.
far. Yeah, I understand. Well, Mr. Said, don't feel bad about it. In
Yes, sir.
life, there are times in the business we gain sometimes and we lose sometimes. But sir, should I still tell you the beauty about it?
Yes, sir.
Forex is still the best business to be done ever. Mark my words.
Sure,
Mark my
sure.
words. Sir,
Okay.
I have profited severally. In fact, this is the business. I do a lot of things, a lot, before I got to know Forex. But what I gained from Forex is far better. Now, let me say something quickly, Mr. Said. Thank God you're
Yes,
in
sir.
this class. When you follow this training, you go on, you will see reasons why you couldn't have lost that account.
Yes, sir.
You will see reasons why you couldn't have lost that account. I always tell my students something. The first genesis why people have burnt accounts is when they have several open positions. Number two, another reason why people have burnt accounts is when they trade with a very high lot size. For instance, if you are trading a $7,000 account, sorry, $700 account, you are supposed to use a lot size of 0.07. But you know that some people can go and use a lot size of 1. I will teach you lot size tomorrow.
I even use the 0.04.
God bless you.
0.04. Just
You
that
see?
I open many positions.
That is the problem then. That is the problem. The positions were too much. I always tell my students, when you are trading, trade nothing more than 2 open positions. After you have made that profit on those 2 trades, you can pick another set of 2. Should I tell you one secret, sir? Do you know how I trade?
Yes,
I'm giving you my own personal secret. Do you know how I trade? I will take one trade, then I will enter the market. If the market is in profit, is going my way, I will now start moving my stop loss ahead of the entry point. So when the market is going up, I'm pushing my stop loss up. So even if that market reverse, it comes and hits that stop loss, I'm already in profit. It will hit me in profits. That's how I trade.
Mad guy.
That's how I trade. Once the trade reverse, and now come and hit the stop loss above the entry point, I am already in profit. I've made my money. You get it? So in that time, in fact, there will be a time when the trade is spinning up. I will be moving, I will be following with the stop loss. I will give the market room to breathe. If I now wake up and maybe I sleep, I wake up, I see that's not very far, I will now push my stop loss up again. So even if that trade, that's sad, I can be in that trade for 3 days, accumulating my profits. So even if that trade now reverse and come and hit my stop loss, I have made bastard profit already. Profit I would have made in 3 days, I've made it already in 1 trade. You get it, sir? Don't worry. As far as you're in this class, I will teach you a lot of things. And you see why you won't lose that kind of money. You just be consistent. At least I've given you expo tonight to let you know that at least I know what I'm doing in this business. At least I have an idea of this business. You understand?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Don't feel bad, Mr. Said. I know how you can feel. Don't feel bad. That money you've lost, I'm sure you make that money back. I'm very sure of that. I'm very sure of that. Are you, sir? Yes, sir. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, yes, sir. Mr. Olajide, yes, sir. You're welcome.
Thank
sir.
you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Olajide, you wanted to ask a question? Mr. Olajide. Okay. Mr. Chukwu Ebuka, Madam Bumi. Yes. Okay, Mr. Olajide, ask your question. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Olajide.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
I just want to. Hello, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
I am hearing you clearly. Go on, sir. Go on.
Can you hear me, sir? Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I can hear you. Go on, sir. Go on, sir.
To appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have enough question. All right. I said I don't have question. I just want to make a contribution to Mr. Said question. But thank God that you have tackled everything up. We look forward to more things that you'll be dishing out in this class. Thank you.
Of course, I will. Thank you, sir. By the grace of God. Now is you be consistent. If you are consistent, I will unveil some things you will see about the Forex market. I will release some things you see about the Forex market. You get it, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, if we don't have any other question, I want to appreciate the class for coming. Thank you one more time. God bless you all. See you all 8 p.m. tomorrow. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Bye. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.